5 stories in 5 minutes or less, number 15. Please look in the description box for many links and resources, along with a bunch of haikus. Story number 1. President Trump signs memorandum directing AG Jeff Sessions to bring on his focus to propose regulations on banning bump stocks. A bump stock is an add-on device which can make semi-auto guns fire almost as fast as a fully auto gun. As you can suspect, regardless the stance Trump takes, his critics will say it's not good enough. My opinion is once you give them an inch, then they'll expect a mile. They're like the brat kid yelling in the checkout aisle, wearing down the mom. This comes after the Valentines Day Massacre last week. Speaking of, story number 2. As world news slams Trump making last week's shooting out as yet another failure somehow, which is attributed to Trump being divisive, factions at home are recruiting people to be participants in upcoming events. A national school walkout is scheduled in March. Mainstream media, the biggest purveyor of propaganda, has once again seized this opportunity to manipulate and push the agendas using traumatized victims as their selling points. Speaking of victims, there's a special one who has gained some attention. Coincidences never fail to come to light. Story number 3. You may have seen him. His name is David Hogg, and he gave his remarks after the shooting at Parkland High School because he's a student there. He's also the son of FBI agent Hogg, not just an agent. Kevin Hogg was part of the Joint Terrorism Task Force, the same as current FBI Director Christopher Wray. Such a small world, huh? Speaking of small worlds, and who we're blaming in it, story number 4. While Robert Mueller found no collusion between Trump and Russia, he is so desperate to take out President Trump, investigations seem to linger on, with tens of millions now spent to tell the public Russians interfered by both posting anti- and pro-Trump Clinton tweets. And prior to that, Mueller's investigation shows Obama knew of Russians meddling back in 2014, yet he took no action. Speaking of Barry and a bunch of distractions, story number 5. Where is Obama? Why is he not being asked what he knew about the fake dossier? Fitton from Judicial Watch continues to ask important questions, but it seems the answers are far and few between. Despite evidence which continues to mount up, the public has heard nothing concerning all of this treason being investigated, not with Obama, not with the DNC, or Clinton, Comey, Lynch.
Ourselves. I'm not stained by being endorsed by the NRA, being funded by the NRA. We are just out here trying to express our feelings, and I think we're just, that's why the students are leading it, and that's why they're not doing anything, because they know they can't, because then they won't be able to run for re-election because they won't have the money, they won't have the funding, and they're really letting their constituents down.
We're the generation that I believe will really make change and will really bring about a different kind of government, one that is supportive and protective of everyone.
It was not led by the administration. This is purely by the students. We decided to get together. We wanted to make a change, and we needed to do this in unity.
I have so much things I want to say. I just feel like the shootings need to stop, and the NRA is not going to do anything but help shootings happen and just promoting them, and I don't want that. It's unacceptable. The shooting that happened in Parkland is unacceptable. I don't want myself to be next.